welcome to Sports News. The Nigerian National League has slapped a fine of 200,000 naira on Spotlight FC of Katsina for the unruly conduct of its players and officials. Spotlight FC skipper Abdullahi Juli and team secretary Musa Abubakar were also handed an indefinite suspension. Juli, Abubakar and 3 others at large were involved in the attack on the match officials in their last week game against Supreme Court FC. The management of Spotlight has been given 2 weeks to make public the identities of the other 3 people who participated in the attack of the match officials or risk further sanctions. The Super Eagles of Nigeria have moved 2 steps up in the FIFA World Ranking for the month of June. In the new ranking released earlier today by the World Soccer Governing Body, Nigeria occupies the 43rd position and are 7th in Africa. Algeria dropped 1 step to the 21st position but retained the top position in the African continent. African champions Cote d'Ivoire also slipped down to the 24th spot in the world but retained the 2nd spot in Africa. Tunisia improved in the latest ranking to the 29th position. The Black Stars of Ghana dropped 8 places to the 34th spot. The Teranga Lions of Senegal, Cape Verde, Guinea, Congo and Indomitable Lions of Cameroon complete the top 10. Meanwhile, the world's top 10 football playing nations, Belgium overtook Argentina to move into 2nd, their highest ever position since the launch of the world ranking, but the other change sees France return to the top 10. An elite police unit in South Africa is to launch a preliminary inquiry into allegations that officials paid bribes to help secure the 2010 FIFA World Cup. The announcement came after an opposition party handed documents to the Hawks unit about the claims of bribery. Ex-FIFA official Chuck Blazer has admitted in the US that he agreed to take bribes related to the bid. South African officials have strongly denied that bribes were paid. The US has launched a wide-ranging criminal case that has engulfed football's world governing body FIFA and led Sepp Blatter to announce his resignation as its president. Football fans flooded the German capital to see the Champions League trophy earlier today ahead of this weekend's final, pitting favourites Barcelona against Italian giants Juventus. Former France midfielder Christian Carambeau and Berlin sports senator Frank Henkel presented the trophy to a cheering crowd in front of Berlin's Brandenburg Gate. Barcelona are into their 8th European Cup final, and they will make their first appearance since 2011 when they won the trophy under former boss Pep Guardiola at Wembley. Juve are the first Italian side to reach the final since 2010. They are also chasing the treble, having, like Barca, already won the domestic league and cup this season. That's a wrap in sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun Ijoma. We'll be back with the rest of the news at 10.
The Ghanaian President John Mahama has declared 3 days of mourning for victims of a fire at a petrol station in the capital, Accra, on Wednesday night. Hundreds had taken shelter at the station in the middle of 2 days of heavy rainfall and flooding. The death toll so far has reached 150, and officials say it could rise further. Rescue officials are now working to clear the area.
The scene of the aftermath of a fire that happened at a petrol station in Ghana that left scores of people dead. They had been stranded there, taking shelter, waiting 2 days of heavy downpour, which grounded activity in the capital.
There were a lot of fuel particles around. It got contaminated with the water. And those that were not mixable with the water would definitely float. So they were floating on the surface of the water, but it's a running water. So it was able to run from the filling station to a distance where there was a naked fire, and they picked the fire from there.
Rescue had been called, but could not get to the scene of the fire on time. When rescue did come, firefighters battled the blaze into the early hours of the morning, while police and soldiers joined emergency crews helping rescue people trapped in the wreckage.
We had 10 people that we rescued. Though they received, they have some various degrees of burns, we were able to send them to the hospital. And then we continued to fight the fire. It was after fighting the fire that we saw there were a lot of dead bodies scattered at the filling station, and then we begin to retrieve those dead bodies from the filling station.
President John Mahama visited the scene in the morning. The president has promised that measures will be taken to ensure that incidents like this do not happen again.
The time has come, for us to remove houses out of water, and the public should understand that it is necessary to save everybody else. I mean, this loss of life is catastrophic, almost unprecedented.
For 2 days, many were held captive in their offices. Some were being forced to spend the night in their cars. Even power had been cut off at most substations across the city, making worse the electricity shortages in the country. The weatherman says there will be more rains in the coming days.
Very sad there. And the main news again. A bomb blast has rocked an evening market in Jimeta, the administrative center of Yola, the Adamawa state capital, killing about 13 people. Police sources suspect the explosion was triggered by a suicide bomber. The 7th National Assembly has ended with valedictory sessions held by the Senate and the House of Representatives, and 150 people have been killed in a fire at a petrol station in Ghana's capital, Accra. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks a lot for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Runyato. Good night.